What's up guys, LegomationStudio here with some more Bionicle Classic reviews. Today we'll be taking a look at the start of the 2005 Titan lines of the ROODAKA Sidorak. Now if you know, Sidorak is kind of the guy sitting on the throne while Metru Nui is completely taken over by the Visorak Hordes. He is commanding the Horde and in control of them at the moment, but as you know soon, ROODAKA will betray him and take Makuta's side. But he looks so awesome. He's jumping at you out of a circle behind with all the webs behind him, web of shadows, shooting one of the discs. He has his name, Sidorak. The function of shooting the discs, Bionicle, www.bionicle.com, ages 8 and up, and has 211 pieces, and stands for a $20 price tag, which is perfect. 211 pieces for 20 bucks. Great price, Lego, great price. Now on the back, we have an advertise of all the functions he can do, his spear, how it shoots out, his web disc shooter. Then we have an advertise for both Kitangu and Sidorak, then Kitangu and ROODAKA, and then the two combiner sets that we can make, which were both pretty cool. We can make one with Kitangu and Sidorak here, or one with Kitangu and ROODAKA. Either way, Kitangu is involved. There was no ROODAKA Sidorak combiner though, however, which is too bad. The Kanoka Club, we have 501 points, which I would put into my account, and I remember doing all that and it being totally awesome, so yeah. On the side we have just more advertises for the other Titans, and then, interestingly enough, we still only have an advertise for Bionicle 2, Legends of Metru Nui, while you do know that this guy actually takes place in Web of Shadows, but they didn't want to hint at the release of a new movie just yet, so we didn't get that just yet. We just had an advertise for Bionicle 2 still, which was on DVD and video currently when this set came out. DVD, VHS, Miramax, awesome. Let's open it up and take a look at the instruction booklet here. Sidorak. So I remember buying this the summer of 2005 and thinking they were totally awesome, and they were. Alright, so on the inside just another picture of Sidorak standing. Yeah, cool. Some pictures, instructions, building, all of that good stuff. Then we have the combiner set instructions here, and the final look of him. We'd advertise for ROODAKA and Kitangu, advertise for all the ROODAKA. See, I only have Vakama, ROODAKA, Vakama, Nokama, Wenua, Nuju. I don't have Oniwa or Matau. I might have Matau, but they're not all together is my issue. Then Visorak, I only have Kilarak and Sukarak. I don't have any of the other ones. Yoni did, but apparently I just called him up and he said that his mom got rid of all his Bionicles. So I really don't know what we're going to do here. I might review just two, but this all depends on what you guys say in the comments or message me about. Advertise for Legoland, how to win free Lego, really cool, and then what's this? On the box, we had an advertise of Bionicle 2, and here again we have a majority advertised for Bionicle 2 Legends of Metru Nui. But here we are hinted at a Bionicle 3 on DVD and video 2005 coming soon. And this just got you even more pumped. You're like, they're making a third? Yes! Alright, this is going to be awesome. They're going to make one every year, right? Nope, wrong. This was the last okay good movie they would ever make, sadly. Until 2010 or 9 when they would come out with Bionicle 4, which was just total bad shit. I didn't like it. But every legend has a hero is Bionicle 2, the Bionicle 3. We aren't given Web of Shadows the actual name yet because they were probably still deciding, but cool. Let's take a look at this bad guy. Alright, so here we got Sidorak. Man, does he look awesome. Not only does he look awesome, but he's red, and as you remember, my favorite color. And it's crimson dark red, which just looked even cooler. I was so psyched when I bought this set. I had $20, I was in Alabama with my grandparents, and I decided to buy this guy, because he looked the coolest. Although Kitangu is pretty cool too, but until that review, let's take a look at Sidorak. So, let's start during the build. Let's talk about the legs here. So, as we had gotten in 2004, we were given these kind of white and black hand pieces that were connectors, had the axle rod going in the other direction though. As you can see, this is the build. We were given a tube inside to cover the axle here, which made it look cooler and more robotic. Another piece inside with Rahi pieces on the outside, and then a Toametru foot piece right here, Vakama's foot piece, very cool. We're given a red Rakshi limb, which is totally awesome. And then for some armor, we have a black Visorak foot, very cool. And then some more of the new piece here, attached to some Borak eyes, and some more Technic pieces that lead up to some more Borak eyes for his 2 toes. Really awesome, very cool foot design there that we have for Sidorak. And then the bending, totally awesome, really cool. We only need to worry about 1 joint attachment here because they didn't need much else. But these 2 are the same, very cool. Now we head up to the body. We have the torso that was used for the Toametru. The kind of armor or chest cover-up is given here for more armor to put onto Sidorak, like so. Then, if we can even get this on, we can see that it kind of has that same body build that we've been given with the Titans recently of the 2005-2004 line, where they have 3 pieces that branch out to attach things for the arms. Very cool. On the front we have a red Matoran body piece, body armor front piece given for Sidorak, which is kind of what they used all the time then. Uh-oh. There. Replacing that. So he looks cooler. Anyways, God, I'm missing that piece. We gotta find these pieces before I ever sell them or make a full collection. The arms, though, are really, really cool. Let me just see if I can take one off. Yes. Sweet. So, the attachment of the arms, as you can see, looks like so. It was 2 pieces that would branch out with a peg sticking outward. And we would take this kind of giant arm gear piece. Let's take a look at his left arm first. So, it would go like this. Once the axle went all the way through, you could fit this red Toa Nuva armor piece. You had a giant gear, which looked really cool. Some more Rahi pieces and 2 hand pieces that branched off to a double ball jointed arm with a black Toametru leg and then a red Rakshi leg, limb. Very cool. That would breach out to a silver Rahi Technic piece that would then turn into his awesome sword. And we were given a tube here, a rubber tube that would fling it back, and it's Liwa's weapon is the weapon used here. Let's put this back on Sidorak here. So sorry for taking off your arm there. Just boom. Now there is no, sadly, even though we were given these giant gears, there isn't a function really here for this set, which is kind of disappointing, but it pretty much just, his arms are able to move. So there was no function actually. There was no gear piece that you could twist on the back that would make his arm moves. They just had that, you know, they could kind of hang and move like this. So kind of cool, but a little annoying. I didn't really care though. I was a kid and I thought this was still really awesome. Let's take a look at his other arm. Yeah, that'll fall off as we know, the way it's built. Similar double joint, except once we get here we have red coat hanger pieces with an attachment to Rahi pieces that have 2 golly claws in silver. And it opens up and it's kind of a hand, and inside of his palm of his hand you have one of the spinners. So you'd put this in there and then you spin it really fast and boom, it would fly off. These were really cool, but they were so uncontrollable, these weapons. You really didn't know where it was going to go or where it would land. But the Ratuka spinners were cool for that year. And then to hold the disc in place you could go like this, and if you wanted his claws outward, that's fine too. So really cool. I loved the claws. But a overall very symmetrical set, which was different because, you know, back then we were in the ROODAKA, all the figures were kind of not very symmetrical, but Sidorak was probably the most symmetrical in ROODAKA out of all of them. But very cool, pretty awesome. Let's take a look at his head, which I thought was really cool. They took a Toametru head, attached 2 Borak eyes in red, clear red on the side, so those are his actual eyes. Then a mouthpiece here is one of the armors from the Toametru. You move back and you have 2 tubes. Now I love it when characters would have tubes because it just looked really cool. Kind of gave him a Darth Vader look, like he had a breathing problem or something. So really awesome. The tubes would move forward onto the front of his face, kind of around his nose area. Let's put his head back on. Yeah, really awesome head. Lego was pretty creative in that way. So overall, I think he's a pretty tight set. His legs are a cool, interesting build. So are his arms. We have a ROODAKA spinner, and also this kind of small, you could call it a function, of being able to have his spear or his blade go forward like so. Liwa Nuva weapon there as his blade. So pretty awesome. If I were to rate Sidorak, although we learned that he's kind of a total wimp in the Bionicle storyline because he's in love with ROODAKA, but ROODAKA isn't in love with him. She's just using him because she wants to get to Makuta. But besides that, I mean, the set is really awesome. I'd give it like a 4 or 5 out of 5, maybe an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Not as awesome or unique as we had with like Kreka or Nariki of last year, or Nivok, but it has more pieces than either of those sets, and really looks nice and fits together very well. Very symmetrical set as well. So, what do you think of Sidorak? Is he one of your favorite Titans of that year, or did you prefer ROODAKA or Kitangu? I really like ROODAKA, one of the first, or actually the first female Titan ever released, which we will be reviewing next. But until then, thank you for watching our 2005 Metro Nui Hordeaka Titan reviews, the year of the Web of Shadows, and we'll see you guys next with ROODAKA. This is LegomationStudio, signing out.